Hello, and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I am doing a reading today for Aquarius in all placements, and it's timeless and general. So take what resonates, and if it really doesn't, feel free to check out any of my other videos. They are all timeless and all placements as well. I'm going to be doing just taking a look at what's going on with you, what's on your mind. Um, kind of whatever's front and center. And I'm going to start with a couple oracle cards from the Elemental Oracle and take it from there. Frost, Winters, Tarot, and Magic showed up first. Hello, good morning. Thanks for joining. All right, here we go. What we got going on for Aquarius? We've got pressure, transformation, number 26. Transformation showed up twice when I did the weekly reading yesterday. Right? Am I remembering correctly? I think so. Yeah, I think that's right. um so maybe check that out. But yeah, you're going through something you're feeling very pressurized. You're being put through the squeeze, as I started calling it a few years ago, which is a deeply uncomfortable place to be. It's a place where you're forced to make decisions you don't want to. You're forced to do things you don't want to, but there's there's something beautiful that's going to come out of it. Maybe you've been through the squeeze before. Maybe you've gone through this kind of pressure, and you know that it's going to be okay. You're going to make it through to the other side. That's certainly what has gotten me through a few of my squeezes. um, it's one of the mottos that I have from that kind of thing is it's going to work out because it always works out. It doesn't always work out the way we hope or plan, but it works out, and always in our best interest, always in our favor. We don't often see it in the moment or even for a time afterwards. Usually we have to get a little ways down our path, and have some clear hindsight. And then we say, oh, if that hadn't happened, I wouldn't be where I am now. So that actually was really good. But in the moment, it can be difficult. And that's the thing about transformation. Transformation itself is not an easy process by any means. And you're coming out, you're gonna come out the other side different, better, in various ways. But in the moment, you could have no idea what that looks like. Similar to how the caterpillar changes into the butterfly. Um, the caterpillar in the cocoon turns to caterpillar soup. It completely um, dissolves. It literally dies. And from that stuff, from that substance, that I won't call it nothingness, but it's certainly not caterpillarness anymore. It rebuilds into something completely different. So, there's a magical transformation that's happening for you, or it can seem very magical, but in the moment, it feels like death. So, whoa, we got so many people here. Hello. So Jamie Leanne is here, and thank you for coming. And JoJo's here. And we've got Sunny. or Sony, however you say that. Thanks so much for joining. Yay. Love seeing you guys. Okay, so we've also got Earth and Home, number 15. This card showed up um, in the reading that I just did for it was the collective reading, bonus reading for hitting my 600 um, hitting 600 subscribers. So check that out too, because that is also a collective reading, and it was amazing. Um, this card, this feels like what you're coming to through this transformation. Y- You could feel like you're coming home. You could feel like you're finally feeling more grounded in your life. There's a sense of comfort here, of resting. It's like there's something going on around here. Kind of looks like water, kind of looks like clouds. There's a swirling of energies, hurricane style, whirlpool style, but there's the light. It's like the light at the end of the tunnel. And this is coming to the end. It's things are starting to dissipate because you're coming through to the other side and you're better for it. So it looks really positive. I feel like maybe you're finally just feeling more comfortable in your own skin. You're coming home to yourself, to who you truly are. You could be changing your home, moving somewhere else. This planet, I mean, there's a lot of places to go on this planet. And maybe that's a part of this transformation is you're realizing that wherever you are or have been, it doesn't fit who you are, who you have become or are becoming. Um, so yeah, let me go with the Tarot of Mystical Moments. I want to see what the current situation is. Voodoo Ninja made it. Hello. Thanks for being here. We've got Justice. That's Libra. And the Devil. Capricorn. And the Two of Cups in reverse. Okay. it feels like this transformation, this pressure you've been under, has had something to do with a connection that has gone south. Somebody you were dealing with who they could have been very alluring, very tempting. They could have presented themselves in a certain way, only to show another part of themselves later down the line. It's somebody who you have some kind of soul bond with, or you did some kind of soul contract for sure. Um, and this connection is ending, or it's turned upside down somehow. I like the justice here. It speaks to me of there's balance coming to this situation. that or that has come into things that you're getting your justice from a situation or in a situation where you were dealing with somebody who was not who they said they were or presented themselves as. Um, and you're kind of feeling, oh, you could be feeling like you were bamboozled, that you thought this was your end all be all. You thought this was the person, if it was romantic, that you were going to spend the rest of your life with. Or if it's just maybe it was a friend who um you know, you thought they were somebody you could really trust and rely on. And there's toxicity here. Maybe somebody was struggling with addictions. Um, Regardless, there is finally justice. There's finally balance coming to the situation. Let me go with the Tarot of Transcendence. Yeah. What's the challenge? What's the challenge in this situation? Queen of Swords in reverse. Six of Swords. And the Star in reverse. This has been a really intense journey for you, the situation. You could feel like you have trouble setting boundaries with this person. Maybe there's something about them that you know, you get weak around them. Um, you have trouble standing up for yourself, or they're really good at like twisting things around on you, twisting your words, manipulating. Um, you could you could have difficulty just moving on, moving away. It's like, it feels like that kind of thing where you could be dealing with somebody with narcissistic tendencies, where it's like you keep trying to move away from the conflict and all the chaos and disturbances that is being caused by this person, I feel. And you get sucked back in. They hurt you, they say things, and then they gaslight you, and then they love bomb you, and then they're like, "Oh, I'll never do that again. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Give me another chance." And this is putting you into an energy of despair, hopelessness. You're trying to extract yourself, and it is supremely difficult to do. This is a part of the transformation within you, is you are not only grappling with this situation with this person, but what it's really doing is highlighting where you feel the weakest within yourself, which is it can be a tough thing to swallow when you realize that you don't have your own back. You know what you need to do. Um, but it's difficult to take those steps. Again, with that justice there, it's like, okay, um, maybe something has happened. Maybe you've, you know, you finally presented them with divorce papers, or you've told them you're walking away, that you finally putting yourself first. But just because you've taken those steps doesn't mean that you're impervious to their there's strings attached, and you feel like it's so easy to just get sucked in again. It's a very slippery slope here. Um, yeah, it happens with people sometimes. We there are certain people that we are weak. We feel weak with. It's hard to stand our ground. It's hard to know what to say in the moment, to stand by our convictions. Um, I've experienced this um, a few times in my life. I can totally relate to this. What are you hoping for? Redbeard made it. Yay! Hello. Thanks for joining. So you're hoping, okay, so we have judgment here. We're getting some major arcana. Um so judgment is Scorpio, can also be Libra. Seven of Swords in reverse. And the Wheel in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune. Um you I think you're hoping. Mm, okay. So there could be a couple things here. It could be where you're just hoping that things actually magically work in your favor. And maybe with what's it called? Justice card. Um there's a glimmer of hope. There's something there that is is helping you to feel like, well, maybe this will be easier than I thought. Or maybe I don't have to work so hard to solve this. Um, you could be feeling like you you're trying to get honest. You could be trying to get honest with yourself about your part of things, how this all came about, how and why you ended up here with this person, how did you get duped? um and you're hoping to regain control, where you feel you you could be feeling the lack of control, or feeling like you keep you keep coming to this place where you're like, no, I got this, and then you realize you really don't. This can also be where um like I said, you're really drawn to this person. They're a little bit like your kryptonite. You feel like you get weak when they're around. And you could be hoping that somehow they miraculously atone for their behavior, that they finally become honest with you and own up to their devious ways, that they finally acknowledge that they've been trying to control and manipulate you or the situation, or maybe that's just, yeah, that's kind of how they show up. um you could be hoping for them to somehow have this epiphany and suddenly change. And if that is the case, that is not something to Uh, you don't want to put all those eggs in one basket. People can change, but it's better to assume that they won't. So let me go with the Guardian Tarot, my creepy tree friends. Um, what's hidden? What's hidden that you don't see? Going on behind the scenes. We have the Eight of Cups in reverse. The King of Swords. Now we have the King and Queen of Swords on the table. That is a couple. That is a match. And the Knight of Swords. This could be somebody that you... I don't know. I was going to say it could be somebody you have a child with. I suppose that's possible. Usually the pages kind of point to having children, but the knight, the king, queen, and the knight, um, a family unit, possibly. Doesn't have to be. Um, some, if if you're if you walked away, if you extracted yourself somehow from this person, they don't want to let you go. This person is not walking away. They are not um, leaving quietly. They're coming back. They want to keep you in their clutches. I don't know. I feel like I'm demonizing this person. I don't mean to. I just keep looking at that devil and the Two of Cups in reverse. And I just feel like this person does not have good intentions. They don't want you to walk away because they want to remain in control of you, of the situation. Maybe they rely on you. King of Swords and Knight of Swords. It's like this person is strategizing how to get you back, how to come riding in fast and furious. They're going to bring a lot of words with them. There's a lot of communication, not all of it very pleasant. This is somebody who they're coming from a place of from like kind of head over heart thinking. There really isn't... I don't get the sense that there's actually love here. I feel like there's them trying to... they could be very impulsive. They could be very harsh with their words when they lose control of a situation, or they perceive that they do, then they're just all over that, like pulling out all the stops, doing everything they can to make this work in their favor. You must have something they want. um, Whether that's financial or it's emotional support or something physical, like whatever this is, this person, they don't want to let you go, and they're strategizing how to come back, how to make you do what they want. So I'm gonna go with my Dreaming Way Tarot. Oops, everything's falling. What's the potential outcome here? Potential outcome, we have the sun in reverse. That's Leo energy. The magician. So many major arcana cards, which speaks to significant change, long-term change, long-term transformation. Magician is Virgo and Gemini. And the moon. Holy major arcana, Batman. The moon is Pisces, can also be Cancer, Cancerian. Um, I feel like you are going to get to a point where you're finally done. You're tired of feeling this, being in this energy of despair, negativity. Uh, this You could be struggling with depression, and you are going to come to a point where you decide that you are going to turn this around, that you're going to take back control of your life, working on manifesting what it is that you want. And you could you could struggle with, maybe it's one of those things where you end up struggling with yourself about what you do want, because a part of you is like, but I want this. I want this to work out. I want this person in my life for whatever reason, even though things have happened. But I feel like there's a part of you that's like, no, I know I deserve something better. It's like I want this, but opposite. Like I just want them to finally show up and treat me the way that I deserve. Um Anxiety, confusion, but also illumination. I kind of feel like you are manifesting. You want to have, you want to be able to be with people who speak the truth, who can be authentic, and and don't suck your energy and don't leave you feeling like, you know, like you've just been spun around 50 million times and you can't even see straight or walk straight. Like there's something here around manifesting. Maybe you're trying to manifest illumin illumination, where everything has been dark, where everything has been kind of hidden. It's about secrets coming out. Maybe you kind of intuitively know that something is off with this person, but you don't have proof. And you're trying to work on how to, it's using all the tools available to you to gain the clarity you need to move forward. I feel like you're going to come to a point where you're going to at least start taking your power back. Maybe you don't know what that looks like right now, but you're gradually building yourself up to do that, to be able to do that. Realizing you have everything you need to get what you want, but struggling with your own your own feelings. Yeah, there's a lot of despair and negativity, and again, struggling with depression, and it can be difficult to manifest from that place, from that energy. So advice, I'm going to get some cards from the good tarot. We have two of earth, four of fire, and page of air. There's our page. Now we have all of the the court cards for the swords for air on the table. Page, knight, king, and queen. Um, your advice is to, okay, so you you could be kind of have your head down, just focusing on your work because it helps to distract you from your feelings, from your emotions, from whatever has been going on. And there's a need to find balance between working and playing. And you could be in a place where you just do not feel like playing, but there's a need to come together with people that you enjoy, the harmonious relationships that you do have in your life, to focus on being grateful for all the good that you have. It's also about understanding that you're adaptable. You have what it takes to get through this. Um, and maybe what you need to do is get more involved in doing something that really lights you up in terms of your work, or some kind of project, something that makes you feel good and you can kind of lose yourself in it. Maybe it's collaborating with others. Um, but there's definitely a need to infuse your life with a sense of enjoyment, and to be open to new ideas, and put your focus somewhere else, somewhere new. I think your focus has been on this situation a little too long, and it's like it's all you can think about. It's all you know. There's maybe an obsessive energy here. And yeah, like you needing to get comfortable in your own skin, and doing like one of the ways to do that is to shift what you're putting your energy into, what you're focusing on. And if you find yourself veering, as is so easy to do, so common, it's about when you can, um, become aware of that, figure something out that you can shift to, even if it's just like calling a friend and being like, oh god, I'm here again, I'm thinking about this, help me, help distract me, let's go out, let's do something, like, um it's about doing something new in your life. Maybe start a new project, or if you have some kind of hobby, do something around that, or try something new that really takes a lot of your brain. Um, I don't know why I'm thinking of this, but my local library, um, will they'll like rent out, not rent out, like you can go and get a ukulele and teach yourself how to learn, and they lend out, I guess that's the term, the ukulele for like 6 weeks. And I think there's like online instructions, and I don't know, like doing something where you're learning something like really new that really gets you out of this, and puts you in a completely different headspace where everything is required to learn it. Something new, a new focus. So let me finish with a chakra card. Throat chakra, communication. I communicate with others in healthy and meaningful ways. I think that, yeah, this is a part of taking this Queen of Swords, turn that frown upside down. And we've got the butterflies. That's a part of the transformation is you speaking your truth, communicating with others in healthy and meaningful ways. My communications are constructive, honest, and purposeful. I communicate with respect, positive regard, and an intention of growth for all. I collaborate and cooperate. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking with these two cards in particular together. Collaborating, cooperating, and doing something new, something fun, something interesting that you feel that could help bring balance to your life, to this situation. So, all right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks again so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing.